We were discussing leaving a game early a few moments ago. Cristiano Ronaldo, whether he should stay at the club, and how are you feeling going into this season? Edward is a Manchester United fan.
Good afternoon, boys. How are you?
I'm feeling okay. I mean, as a Manchester United fan, I wouldn't say I'm on cloud nine. I'm just watching Chelsea sign a quality player, and you know, I want a top draw player to come into the club.
Hey, by the way, stop moaning. You've signed a very good left back.
We'll see.
He's a very good left back.
Yeah?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, Carlton Palmer says he is.
Don't score your goals, do they? Let's be honest.
Is that what you want, Edward? We need a striker, do we?
Oh, massively. You know, Ronaldo, what a fantastic player he has been, but he's not the future of Man United. I was surprised they got him back last season.
Well, if they didn't get him back last season, you wouldn't have finished where you finished.
Did they bring him back just for the shirt sales?
No, well, listen, from a commercial point of view, it obviously made sense. Ronaldo has something like 500,000 followers on his Instagram alone, so it's massive. But listen, let's get this right. He finished third in the Premier League with 17 goals. So last season he was a big plus for Man United. But I agree with you, and I still think even if they kept Ronaldo this season, I still think they need to be in the market for another striker.
They need a fox in the box. They need to find a Van Nistelrooy somewhere. That's what they need.
Everybody wants one of them, pal.
Let me just sway away from this slightly, but that Garnacho, what a player he's going to be. The little Argentinian. Is that the Uruguayan?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What a player.
No, I think he's from Argentina. I think he got he got a call up for Argentina, unbelievably. They called up like a 45-player squad, and he was 17 years old, and he was there training with Messi. So, yeah, Argentine. But I've seen him play in the youth team, and he's certainly got an eye for a goal, got good pace. But it's just too soon for him to play in Manchester United's first team, I think. Although, if Cristiano Ronaldo leaves, he might be getting an opportunity this season.
And I think Rashford goes this season. I think Rashford has an unbelievable season this season. I really do.
You think he'll play well?
I think he'll play well. I think he's a fantastic footballer. I really do. For some reason, what's happened the last couple of seasons, I think has affected him, has affected a lot of Manchester United players. But I've seen him in, just clips of pre-season. He's smiling. He's had a full pre-season where he's fit. He's been rested. And he's a talent,
Where will he play?
Well, if Ronaldo goes, he'll play down the middle.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, Marcus Rashford. That's a hot take. That is a hot take if ever I've heard one. You think Marcus Rashford's going to have a great season? He's going to play centre forward for Man United.
I'll give you this. Rashford scores over 15 goals and he goes to the World Cup. I'm giving you that as an hot take. And Marcus, if you're listening, do not let me down, pal.
That's a bet I'll take, to be perfectly honest.
Listen, he's a talented player. He's got everything. If he plays down the middle, he can run down the sides, he can hold the ball up, he can link the play. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Let's squeeze in a final call on Man United from Simon. Good evening, Simon. Your view?
Evening, guys. Okay?
Very well. Yourself?
Good evening, Simon.
Good. I agree with Carlton, actually. I think Rashford flies this season, but that's not why I called, to be fair. I just caught at the end of, I think you were going into a break and Carlton was saying that quite aggressively that Man United need to move on. It needs to forget about Frankie de Jong and move on. And I thought it was really sort of driving that point home. But I think for me, and the reason why they're not moving on, and I just wondered what your thoughts were, certainly Carlton having played the game as well, is Erik ten Hag and Frankie de Jong have clearly got an existing relationship, and an excellent one at that. They've played together under him for 3 years. I'm not having it that they've not spoke. For me, they've definitely spoke. Frankie's turned around to Erik and gone, yeah, I'll come. I'm happy to come, but I'm not happy to forgo whatever money is owed. So I think with that in mind, and I think Hugh, you touched on it about having a plan B and have they got a plan B. I think for the first time in a long time, I think United have got a plan A. And their plan A is to be very, very straightforward and go, we want this player. We're going to stick around for him. Frankie and Erik have spoke, and we're going to wait and play the waiting game. And I think,
what do you think, Carlton?
I listened to.
Admired for a change.
Sorry to interrupt, mate. I listened to an interview Gary Neville did the other day, and Gary Neville said that he hadn't heard it from a reliable source, but he heard it from a source that De Jong had said he didn't want to join Manchester United, and if he was going to leave, he didn't want to leave Barcelona, and I think it's about the money, but if he was going to go anywhere, he preferred Chelsea. Now, if I heard that, I hear what you're saying, because I have a relationship with Ron Atkinson and I went places with him. I'm sure Ten Hag and De Jong have spoken, and that might be, like you said, the reason why he keeps pursuing it. But if the players come out and he's not been enthusiastic, has he really, about joining Man United, and, you know, if they lose out to it, if they lose out to De Jong, say he goes to Chelsea, then they still haven't brought anybody else in.
I think Manchester United with a new manager, they need to get ahead of the game, ahead of the curve when it came to their transfers, and be in really good shape going into the season, a bit like Arsenal are, and they're not.